All right, as they were just mentioning, beautiful weather for tonight. Some of the video from past years, it was rainy.
It varies.
We're optimistic.
Yeah. Yes, I think we are. And we finally have a little bit more clarity on the weekend. So we'll get to that. It's been easy the last couple of days.
Yeah, it's been a nice week for you.
Nice and sunny. Look at that satellite. Almost no clouds anywhere in the state until basically 2 in the afternoon, which is a very fall thing to get just deep blue skies out there. There's the high, thin cirrus clouds moving in now from southwest to northeast. But a lot of us, it'll be after sunset that they actually move in. The sun setting earlier, of course, this time of the year. Temperatures, nothing to write home about, but 70 in Parsons Field, 70 in Freiburg, 73 in Conway, New Hampshire. In the 60s for most of us, though, right at this point. Orono, 71, 72 in Herman, Dover, Foxcroft as well. But comfortable enough. And tonight we're going to drop down into the 40s pretty much across the board. A couple of 30s possible. Berlin will be one of those. Northern Aroostook County, another spot, but I think most of us bottom out in the 40s. So tomorrow morning, or really tonight, the clouds start moving in, but tomorrow they start thickening up. So we start with kind of high, thin clouds that create a milky sky, and then the clouds come in at the mid-levels over southern Maine through the middle of the day. Notice when you get north of Bangor, it's likely to be generally sunnier and nicer, but we're still watching the possibility of these showers kind of working their way in to far southern Maine, and that's been the kind of the debate, the forecast dilemma all week, is whether or not those showers would make it to Maine. So we still have that high in place. There's our system, which is a tropical storm now, nudging into the west side of this ridge. And look, we're coming down to how much dry air is going to fight off the outer bands of a tropical system. Not the easiest thing in the world for models to resolve. And so it looks like we'll see some just over far southern Maine into York County, Cumberland County, maybe a bit into the islands of the mid-coast as a chance of a shower Saturday afternoon. But that should be about it. The high should hold for the rest of the weekend. So to zoom in on that just a little bit more here, this is not rain necessarily, but a chance of showers. And see how it's really kind of south of Portland. I'd say south of Wiscasset is a good bar to say the chance of showers there. And then the rest of us stay dry, and there's just increasing cloud cover. And then on Sunday, you can see there's a mixture of sun and clouds depending on your location. Southern Maine seeing more, northern Maine seeing some sun. So I think the bottom line is the high holds, but just around the edges over southern Maine, there will be a chance for a sprinkle. Again, as a tropical storm, doesn't really matter much for us, but it will have some impacts into the mid-Atlantic, and that's the outer bands that we'll be dealing with technically. So I feel fine about the weekend overall. I think it's going to be fairly cloudy, and the farther north you get, the nicer it will be. So if you're watching from northern Maine, then I feel very good. If you're watching from Kittery, I don't feel as good, because I think that's where that isolated shower comes in Saturday afternoon. And then we start to clear out, get a little bit warmer. Mid next week looks really nice, about 70, and a lot of sunshine probably through the rest of the week. So overall, a good pattern. Is an isolated shower not is the end of the world for the weekend? No, it just bothers me that it's hard to resolve it. You know, I could definitely see us getting away not getting any, but I just think they're close enough.
Continues to be there.
Yeah.
All right, Keith, thank you.